Got some of this together this afternoon with the people here, up for all input. Mike Freer MP, General Assembly, Thursday, November the 28th, 2013, on the housing crisis. National call out to occupy your MP.
Yay!
I got that bit good. If you are affected by the cuts, high rents, benefit caps, the anti-squatting law, or workfare slave labour, find your local MP and occupy outside their office. The General Assembly calls for 1. The repeal of Section 144
He agrees.
that criminalises sheltering in empty buildings, known as squatting, and the repeal of the LASPO Act, which has removed our rights to legal aid. Number 2, the 1.5 million empty buildings in the UK to be used for homes, community centres, and to create employment.
Yes.
Number 3, a national housing debate on the housing crisis in the media and online. Number 4, no one to freeze to death in the winter
Yes.
when there are so many empty buildings. 31,000 people died this year due to fuel poverty, homed and homeless. Number 5, solutions to the housing crisis to be put into action. This call out to be sent to all MPs, press lists and social media.
Okay, if you agree, if you have one thing to add or something, we're going to spend just a few minutes on it. Clive?
I think it needs to go in there that housing is a fundamental right,
Human rights.
human right, and property rights should not trump human rights.
How do you feel? Is that a hands up or people over profit?
Housing is a fundamental human right and
Property rights should not trump those rights.
Human rights.
property rights should not
Long-term empty.
Okay then.
The effect, not necessarily to add.
Go for it.
In Barnet alone, there's 3,600 empty houses.
Here we
in
go.
Barnet alone, 3,600.
Yeah, we just need
empty
one for
houses.
tonight. That's all we need. Yeah? Otherwise, our tent is gonna go up, I guess.
No, that's just a fact. 3,600 empty homes, 3,600 empty house in Barnet alone. There's another point that I'm not sure you want to bring into this particular press release, but maybe yes, this outrageous number of 31,000 people freezing to death while the big 6 energy companies made how many? How much?
75%.
How much?
1.2 billion, up 500% in 3 years.
Centrica
Gone
made
up from
2.7
220
billion.
to 1.2.
Billion.
2.7
I
billion.
say there need to start a campaign to renationalize the energy, the utilities. I don't know why it's not happening so far.
Okay. If everybody's happy with that statement to be mulched into a badass piece of literature to get thrown all over the social media on behalf of the, what should we call it? The Barnet Bohemians Mike Freer General Assembly, then wave your hands and shout. All right then, so that's basically the end of the assembly. Is there any, just very brief period, is it just a short outline, is there any shout outs, announcements people want to make?
can I just clarify? Do we put something in there about renationalising or the bit you said just before?
Well, we like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody supports
I
it.
need it said again so I can write
Well,
it down.
speak to Teresa so she can confirm what she said. And then
Okay.
that's fine.
It's basically adding the profit to the big six and that we should renationalise.
Yeah.
Again?
No.
Adding to the 31,000.
Okay, all right.
died.
The boys are getting into their studious work. So while they're doing that, any announcements? Let me get a queue of announcements. 1, 2.